Welcome to Mike Kooly Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody day is full of blessings. And like I always say, stay what? Stay what? Stay what? Stay sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters gonna hate. Let them hate. That should motivate. Nobody should be able to take your passion away from you because they're a hater. Let them hate. That should motivate you to even stride harder and go for your goals. Any goals that you have, put God first. Like I always tell people, put God first. And every day, it don't have to be a major step. It could be small steps. Like I always say, small steps to achieve your goals every day. Every day. And also, another thing to do, write a goals on a paper, right? Get a sheet of paper, okay? Write your goals down. Put them all down here and write your goals, and then do your small goals and then your big goals. And then you start going down your list. Okay, I need to do this. And then check it off. All right? That will help you with your goals that you're trying to achieve. And don't let distractions get you. That's the biggest thing in our lives that hurt us the most, is distractions. We always get distracted by relationships, family, a lot of things, health. So many different things stop us from achieving our dreams and goals. And you have to learn how to still overcome that and still go for success. All right, please follow Mike Kooly Radio right now. Please follow Mike Kooly Radio. Just hit that button. Hit that follow button and follow me. Please follow me on YouTube. That's right. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Just type my name in. MikeKooly. And on YouTube, and you'll find me. Boom. Hit that subscribe button and that notification. You'll always see what I'm doing in the industry. And like I said, you'll see me with Soulja Boy and so many other celebrities and things that I hang out with and help promote their stuff, and just trying to mingle with them and getting a chance to get to know them and getting my foot in the door in the industry, which I have been doing for the past 10 plus years. Been doing a pretty good job, by the way, as you guys can see. If you want to see more, go on my social media networks and put my name in on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is going to be Mike Kooly Official. All right. You put that in, you'll see everything that I'm doing, or just put my name in and you'll see my Facebook, all right, or Instagram. Just put my name in. Instagram, just Mike Kooly. Just put my name in. You will see me, okay? And then you can see everything I'm doing, all right? Okay. Today, I want to talk about something very, very important. And I don't know what's in the air nowadays. I don't know what's in the relationship air. But not all relationships. If you have a great relationship, this is not for you. You are blessed. You should be so happy that you have found somebody that is there for you, that will support you and love you and loyal and faithful to you no matter what you guys go through. And you guys communicate. Now, I'm looking around, just me, the outside man looking in. I'm just the outside guy looking in here. Okay? I'm just the outside guy looking in. And I'm looking at situations, even situations I have even got myself in sometimes. The communication is bad. And it gotten so bad with women and men not knowing how to communicate with each other. And any relation, I don't care if it's just having fun with each other, or, friends with benefits, whatever, our relationship, communication is key. When you don't communicate, it is hard to keep a relationship together. When you have poor communication and you don't compromise. All right? Those are the two biggest things. You got to learn how to compromise. You're not always going to get your way. But if you can come to a middle ground where something that you both can get some type of happiness out of it and not still get your way, it works. But nowadays, it seems like everybody just walking out as soon as they don't get what they want, or they feel that there's some tension or arguments. People tend to just run off to somebody else, to another guy, another girl, and they just run off to somebody else and get the energy from somebody else. And then when that energy doesn't work, they want to come back to the person that they had the energy with before. Yeah, have y'all guys ever had an issue like that? I wonder. Have you guys ever had an issue where you had a woman or a man? Let's go for male or female. And the communication is bad, and every time they run off to somebody else. Now, in a relationship, I want to make this very clear for women and males. When you are in a relationship with somebody, you're going to have confrontation. You're going to have disagreements. You're going to have times where she feels a certain way that you're doing things that she feels that you shouldn't be doing. You're going to feel certain things about her. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to sit down. Y'all supposed to have a conversation. Y'all should be able to talk about these things. You guys should be able to communicate, sit down, and be able to hash those things out. And if it gets real deep when you can't and y'all still want to be together, there's always therapy, right? There's always therapy. You always go into therapy, and therapy will help you. A lot of people think therapy don't help. It does, because it gets an outside person to look in at you guys' problems and be able to tell you what they see from their lens, from their profession, and their lens to help you guys figure things out to make your relationship better. Period. I think people should have a physical therapist. Not physical therapist, I'm sorry. I think people should have a therapist for, period. I think people should have a therapist, period. I think people should have a therapist for themselves, and then they should have a relationship therapist or a marriage therapist, if anything, to help those situations. But communication is key, and people don't communicate well anymore. A lot of people get mad and run off and say, I don't have to deal with this. And I would tell any woman or any man, no matter where you go, with this chick, that chick, with this man, this whatever, everybody come with some type of baggage. Everybody come with some type of problems. It's, can you deal with the problems that individual is bringing to the table when you're with them? Can you deal with their attitude? Can you deal with certain things that they have in their character? Can you deal with those things? That's the key. Because everybody comes with problems, and you're going to get in arguments here and there. It's going to happen. And I just don't understand this. Why nowadays that people decide to give up so easily in relationships, and they don't last, and then they're moving too fast. That's another thing, they're moving too fast. People trying to get married in 4 months, less than a year. People are getting married. I'm saying, how the hell, you don't even know the person yet? Like, do you want to give it time? And then you get complaints later on when it didn't work out, that there's no good men out there or there's no good women out there. But then when you hear the stories, like, well, these are the reasons why you got yourself put in this position, because the signs were there before. You just didn't see the signs because you're too much hard-eyed. Yeah, hard eyes, like in the cartoon, the hard eyes in the cartoon. Yeah, you're too much hard-eyed. All right? And you miss the whole point of what really what was going on. I always say, go with your gut feeling. Your gut feeling will never steer you wrong. Your gut feeling is what it is when people are doing things that have no business. Or if you think something ain't right, then go with your gut feeling. But communication is key. Everybody say it with me. Communication is key. Without communication, there's no way you can build anything. And I'm looking around and I'm just seeing chaos in relationships where people are just not communicating. People are running around with different people. And that's why our diseases is getting up. Everything's just bad because people are not just staying settled and talking to people respectfully and trying to solve problems. And then they bring the worst thing. No, I don't get either. The worst thing that I see is that a lot of you women, especially for women, men too, but I'm just going to talk on my side 'cause I'm a man, it's just letting people go that you used to talk to. It's like they still have the old baggage from back in the days. And they still calling. So what the hell do I look like talking to you and you still talking to your exes? You talk to this ex, you talking to this ex, you talking to this ex. How is that supposed to make me feel comfortable as a male knowing that you're talking to your exes? It could be vice versa. If I'm talking to my exes, how would you feel as a woman? Right? So we have to learn to let those people go and understand when you're starting to try to get into something new or serious or something new, You got to know how to put them people to the side and cut them off so you can focus on your current and new relationship so you can build something, and hopefully you guys can build something strong and learn from the mistakes that you made in your last relationship. Learn from those mistakes. So when you come into the new relationship, you're coming into the new relationship with a positive mind, positive energy, and trying to fix things that you did wrong as a person. Never worry about what the other person did. Always worry about what did you do wrong in the relationship and what can you do to fix you so you could be a better person. So when you go out there and give your energy to another woman or a male, depending on whoever you are, you can give them the best of you, the best version of you. Okay? That's how it works. That's pretty much what my segment is about. I'm just, looking around, and I had to talk about this because I see so many relations that people that I know, I will not put their names out, but people that I know that getting in relationships and then they're breaking apart because the communication is bad. And the communication is key to any relationship that you get into. And women got to stop thinking that they can get everything they want, when they want, how they want. And I know that's how they should, and I get it, but it's earned too. Right? Yeah, it's earned. What are you doing to get these things that you're asking for? What are you doing? Are you cooking? Are you helping out? Are you rubbing what are you doing to help to make your man feels like he wants to do that for you? He wants to put a ring on your finger. He wants to because he doesn't want to lose you. He wants to do this, take you out, this, and that, buy you flowers. It shouldn't be something that he has to do. It should be something that he wants to do because he cares about you and love you. But what are you doing? Let's go for the ladies. What are you doing to make that man feel that way? Because all women, a lot of these women nowadays, they feel like they're obligated because they look good and got some good, what. And a lot of women say, oh, that's all. I look good. I got good whoop whoop. I ain't gonna say because I'm on, I'm on airways. All right, I'm on national airways. I can't say the things I want to say. But you guys get what I'm talking about. So yes, so this segment is about relationships and not giving up on your relationship. Trying to talk to your talk to your partner. Try to communicate better. Now, it's domestic violence, then I'm all out. You know what I mean? And the violence, then the relationship's pretty much over. That go for everybody that's in the DV, domestic violence era, because there's a lot of domestic violence going on out there. You in domestic violence, you heard me, I'm going to say it again. If you into a domestic violence situation, it's best for you to get on out of there and go to something new before you get yourself put in jail or somebody get hurt and killed. All right? But if you guys can sit and work it out, I miss seeing those couples that been married for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years married, and you just look at them and sometimes you get to see the love in them still after 30 years of marriage, 40 years of marriage. You can still see the love and the spark in the eye of their significant other. Man, sometimes I look at it and it's the most beautifulest thing I have ever seen. And I wonder, damn, why I can't get that. Sometimes I think about that. Why I can't get that. And then I had to realize that not everybody is fit for love. Interesting, huh? Not everybody fit for love. Everybody has somebody for somebody. But you have to find that perfect fit, that perfect somebody that fits with you perfectly, where you are comfortable to want to live the rest of your life with that individual. But the loyalty and faithfulness is the key. Let me repeat that again for the world, so I ain't stuttering. I'm gonna say this again. Loyalty and faithfulness is a big key. And nowadays, it's just not happening. On both sides. Female side, male side. Males always been doing it, but the females have caught up. The females have caught up. And so now you really have to sit down and really, really get to know people. That's why I say communication is key. Because you want to communicate with people so you can get to know them. You want to sit and know about what they've been through. You want to know how they act when they mad. Do they still call you when they mad? Or do they go run up to some other guy or other female when they get mad? Or do they come to you and talk to you and try to sort it out? Does she break things or do he break things when they get mad? The true them comes out when they mad. That's when the true self comes out, because now your anger is how you feel. That's an emotion. So you bring that out, and you bring that emotion out with anger, and you say some crazy stuff that you know you shouldn't say. That's how you felt the whole time. It just came out like that. So my message of the day is very, very simple. Let's communicate better. Let's communicate better. Let's compromise better. And let's try to have longer term relationships out here in the world. And not so quickly to break apart. And fellas, and same thing with women, but especially for the fellas. When you got something good, you got to hang on to her, man. I know there's other women out there, and I get it, and they look good, man. And I know they be out there and they hide, with them dresses on, they be looking hot. But when you got something good at home, and she love you, and she's there for you, we got to stick with those, men, because other women out here, they're taking money. They don't have no feelings for you, and they're trying to find a way to come up with a come up. And you could be that come up. One thing about men that we have to understand about men, that we lose, we don't gain. We lose, we don't gain. What do I mean by that? Anything that we do, we provide. Money being lost. We always have to be at a certain standard to the women. If you're not doing certain things, they don't look at you in a certain way. You got to keep yourself up. All right? But anyways, communication is key. Remember that communication is key in a relationship. Let's try to get better, people. Let's try to keep our minds strong. And let's try to put God in our relationships, man. I don't see a lot of people in the God world no more. Maybe I'm in darkness. Maybe I'm in darkness. I don't know. But some odd reason, man, it just seems like everybody's, people are not. I don't see a lot of godly in people's relationships. I don't see people sitting and praying together and reading the Bible and praying together and stuff, or just sitting and praying together and bringing God into their relations. And I believe when you bring God into your relationships, it will even get even stronger, because God's going to be right there to make sure y'all stay strong and to make sure that y'all get through diversity and the things that will come in the future. But that's one thing, putting God first and putting God in your relationships, going to church together, believing with each other. This is for people that believe in religion and things like that. If you're an atheist or something like this, it ain't for you. But if you're a person that's into religion and believe in God, as I do, I'm spiritual, but I still believe in God, things like that, you always put God first. And you bring her in or you bring him in, and you try to build a relationship around God. And when you build a relationship around God and you communicate and sit and communicate with each other without yelling, without cussing, without screaming, and it's having a conversation with each other, it will go a long way. That's all I'm saying. All right? I'm tired of seeing all these relationships breaking up because the communication is poor. That's what this segment is about. Communicate better in relationships. That's it. You guys have a blessed day. And like I say, let's get it in. And I'm out.